Hi guys, this is going to be my journey running through how you can create your own remote digital marketing agency. It's targeted at people who are aged 16 to 26, so I feel this is an ideal age range to set up your own business, set up your own agency. There's less pressure, but I mean anyone can achieve this. Kind of the purpose of this video is really to share that it's just so achievable. Anyone can do it, I think, and I want to walk you through kind of a different approach to maybe what you see online as how you might go about this. So my situation is I left my job 4 months ago in 4 days' time to set up my own agency. In that time, I've signed 3 clients who I'm working with on a monthly retainer, and already that's put me in a position where I'm earning more than I was in my previous role, and things are continuing to grow, and there is so much potential. I just want to walk you through the steps though, in terms of my backgrounds and sort of what has got me to this stage. So I was at school, classic situation of wasn't really sure what I was going to do, and I was going to do the classic thing of studying geography, which I think is just a very generic degree, but I ended up not doing that. I decided to get some work experience in a marketing department and got a grounding basis in sort of all the key areas of marketing. So email marketing, copywriting, visual aspects. Didn't do much ads to be fair, but got that basis. Then went and did a marketing degree at uni, and after that I had a few funny jobs in marketing that weren't great to be honest, and got a couple years of agency experience after that, and that's kind of brings me to where I am today. After this agency experience, after I got that expertise, I was able to very quickly set up my own business and quickly get new clients in through the door. So that leads me on to kind of what I would advise people to do in terms of if you want to set up your own agency. My agency, we focus on Google Ads and just Google Ads. What I would do in terms of education is, say if you're 16, one thing you can look at is apprenticeships. Also, if you're keen on going to uni anyway, you can get the degree if that's something you're interested in. I don't think you need it at all, but you have that option there. And regardless, you can apply for sort of entry level marketing jobs. I feel that anyone really with persistence can get a marketing job, and ensure that as well it's kind of as close to the domain you want to go into as possible. So if it's Google Ads is what you want to do, if you want to set up a Google Ads agency, try and get roles that at least incorporate that into the role. And the next step would be looking to work in an agency. The reason being, if you have that agency experience, you're at a massive advantage because you're already confident handling objections from clients, which is a massive part of kind of the service you provide, is being able to answer their questions. And it's just going to mean that you're not having the situation which so many people have in this area where they sign a new client, there's no results at all, you don't really know what you're doing, you can't help manage expectations. So month 2 or month 1, you've charged them a big retainer and the client has shot off, they don't want to work with you anymore. That is the risk when you just learn this stuff through YouTube. You don't get that full grounding and learning from people who know how to manage clients and have been in that situation before. You can still do it, it's just going to, I think, take longer, and there are sort of costs associated. A big part as well of why you would want to work in an agency for say 1 or 2 years, what I did was I was able to collect testimonials and references whilst I was there before I was leaving, and I've then used those in my sales pitches, and that just builds a lot of trust in terms of the clients I'm looking to work with. Also, as I said, it's that expertise, and as well, you're going to need money if you're whatever age you are. So it's about having that time to save, but actually moving in the direction you want to go in terms of setting up an agency. So, say you've got your agency role, you've gone through that process of getting the initial experience. Now, what you want to do, say you're, let's say, 6 months out from leaving your job and setting up your own thing, you can, in this time, set up the website, decide on kind of the niche you want to go into, and then collect leads. So, there's lots of different approaches to do that. Good one I found was using Apollo and then data scraping the leads, but that's for another video. And also a big part is getting that business mentorship. From there, what you can do is really have that fast launch. And for me, the business mentorship was really important because although I had that agency experience now, I understood Google Ads really well. I didn't understand business. I wasn't sure how to position myself. I knew I wanted to work for myself, but I didn't have any framework. So whilst you're saving, you can put that money into business mentorships. Make sure it's someone who's had proven success themselves, and really go from there in terms of setting up the business. And you can, at this stage, it's about getting everything ready. So once you leave your job, you can have a really quick launch. You could as well, of course, try and set up your business whilst you're still in the job. But for me, it was a bit dodgy in terms of contracts. So it's not something I wanted to get involved with. Then it's all about action. You've left your job. It's using some of these more traditional methods, so cold calling, cold email. And I didn't have a niche at this point. I was just sending out as much as I could in terms of the emails. Cold calling I found very tough, but it's undoubtedly effective, even for someone who wasn't keen on doing it at all. And from this, you start getting the discovery calls booked in. You can get experience. Once you've got 1 to 2 clients, it's all about getting the results. Once you've reached that point, and from there, kind of once you've got these clients you're working with, it's about development. So for me, that's going to be building my network, and I'm in this stage now where I'm focusing on niching down as well. I'm pretty much putting anything I'm earning as profit back into education, because I know that ultimately that is going to develop the business more than anything. Understanding systems and also my technical knowledge in terms of Google Ads and things like conversion rate optimization to just increase the value that I can provide to clients, and still focusing on client results. Ultimately, you want to go to bed satisfied that you've given a good service. Once you do have those client results as well, it's retention, and with the monthly recurring revenue, that allows for you to work for your clients consistently. But it doesn't have to be a full-time thing with Google Ads. Just because you make changes and then you leave it, it's not constant. And at the end of the day, you have the opportunity to travel, and you have that financial freedom and location freedom, and you're not pressured by a boss, which is always something. I mean, I think anyone really deep down, if they're being honest with themselves, would like to sort of be the master of their own destiny. And this picture represents that. I mean, it's the first cigar I've ever had, first and last maybe, but it hopefully represents the freedom that we're all craving. And from there, really, next steps for me, I am moving to Bali, and will be continuing to work with the clients I'm working with, and got a few in the pipeline as well. So it's exciting times. And I think, being honest, in terms of next steps, it will be about switching more to, once you've got the revenue coming through, paid ads. I know can work really well in terms of getting new clients through the door. But once you're in that stage where you do have that experience from an agency, you're just going to have a massive advantage. And I don't think it's honestly been too hard for me. Like, I haven't killed myself going after clients. I've taken time off, and putting that in that groundwork, that 1 to 2 years of working in an agency, building up that experience, knowing how to handle clients, and also having that income stream to be able to invest into things like business mentorship and getting your website set up, all of that, it makes a massive difference. It takes the pressure off as well a little bit, in the sense that I don't need to book tons of discovery calls because I'm confident I'll close most of them. Most of them's a bit generous to myself, to be fair. Maybe about 50. I think I'm on about 50%, which is a solid close rate. You're obviously not going to get them all, but I'm confident because I've got the results, I've got the case studies all ready to back it up. And for me, it's been a much smoother journey. And I think, to be honest, if you guys did this and did it sort of with a focused effort and sort of knew the plan, you could probably do it in a couple years. If you get that initial marketing exec role, work there for say 10 months, do a year and a bit in an agency, apply for that role while you're still in your previous one, you could easily 2 years be in that position to be really confident setting up your agency and be able to actually deliver results for your clients, and not have the issue of clients dropping off left, right, and centre. So that's been my journey. I hope that's useful, and that's all for now. Thank you.